Roger, Roger. Welcome to the Brushes and Blasters podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Episode 4 already, right? And a bit faster than usual because we have, as you can see, a big new release that came out, which we were very excited about on making a video.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, what's new, what you might notice, is the sound is a little bit different. We're using a different equipment this time. It's not as good as usual, sorry, but nonetheless,
everything.
it's still gonna be as much fun. So
yeah, that's important. Yeah.
All right, we always start, of course, with the hobbying update, right?
Update.
Hobbying? Yeah, the hobbying update. My update is super quick because what I did, I forgot to bring.
awkward. Yeah. That way I can also make up. I also painted so much stuff, but I all forgot it.
It's gonna be a bit more boring this time. I will.
Even more boring.
Yeah, I can still put a picture of the thing that I did on the screen. I painted an ISP for the clones. Yeah, I did use it to play against you. So you have seen it. But I painted one ISP. Not too much that happened in hobbying. A little bit busy lately, but I still was able to sneak a little bit of painting in here and there. So yeah.
And otherwise we can talk about it next episode.
Exactly.
We can show it off and talk about the paint job and everything. So there's enough stuff to talk about this episode anyway. So we should be fine.
True.
All right.
But what about you?
Yeah, I did brought something. I finished my second unit of riot control for my Empire army.
Nice.
So the idea is, if you haven't seen one of the previous episodes, I'm building an Empire army who are all defecting to the rebels.
Yeah.
So they're all traitors. And the idea is sort of they are attacking Mustafar or something like that, because I want to do lava bases, and it would make sense. They besieging Vader's castle or something like that. So I did another unit, and this is actually quite cool because I got a few bits from you and I used it on this unit. Mm-hmm. So for example, this one has the shock baton, or how you call it, from the guards, the
Magna
guards, and the cloak of the Magna guards I've used on him, and a bunch of other different bits, of course, some rebel bits. Some, I think the hat is from Age of Sigmar. I think Stormcast hat.
Like a Stormcast hat,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, and also this droid also has one of the Magna Guard electro staffs, because there are only, I think, three or two electro staffs in the box, and honestly, electro staffs look cool, so they need more electro staffs.
Very cool. Yeah, this army, I don't even know how to say it or explain it, but the whole like crazy dynamics of colors, right? It's very again, I don't know how to describe it, but it's very like the source lightning from underneath, and I don't know, it just looks very almost like a little bit grim darky or something. Yeah. It's cool, man. I loved it. Yeah, I love it.
And it's an interesting challenge because you also have the power moles, and they have this electricity coming off it, green electricity. So it also gives source lightning from the top as well. So you have two different angles of different colored lights on the models, which was a very interesting painting challenge as well. Yeah. And I liked the conversion of these guys, because the normal riot troopers, they're all sort of standing still, as it were. And so I wanted to make a couple that were charging forwards, so this unit charged forwards a little bit more.
You told me already that this army is gonna take very long to complete.
Yeah.
So how far right now are you?
So not so far.
No.
I finished 2 units of riot control squads.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
And I started this project actually 4 or 5 years ago or something with snowtroopers.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I for the idea, I broke all the bases off the old models and did the lighting effect from the bottom and put them on the lava bases, and they look okayish. But because I used a different base coats and a different technique, the lighting is not as effective as this, because I do the lighting effects already, when priming the model, I already do the bottom red lighting on the model as well. Then I paint it and then I reapply the source lighting again. So there are 2 layers of lighting, and that makes it a very smooth bottom glow. And I cannot mimic that too well with those older already painted models, but they were probably good enough for playing. But yeah, I want to do like a 1,000-point army all with new models, and then I have these older models I worked on as well in the same bases and stuff, so they just look okay in the same army. So I haven't painted too much. I did almost finish the cockpit of the lads. So I wanted to play 2 lads with this army because they look so cool. But I have to do the cockpit separately because I also do a green lighting from the screens on the models as well, so I had to do that separately. It's a tough one, so I don't know if it's really gonna work, but we will see. So hopefully next time I can show at least the cockpit of the lads.
I cannot wait to see this army fully painted on the table, man.
Yeah,
it's definitely, if I may be so bold, your coolest looking Legion army. Not that your other armies are not cool. But yeah, this is definitely. I don't know. You can already, I've seen most, if not all, of your armies. This is definitely huge, man. It looks great. Looks awesome.
I always try to challenge a little bit more with each army. So and the weird thing with Legion is, I don't know if we ever talked on the cast about this, but when we started Legion, I was not very sure if this game would be a serious game, if it would really take off, if other people would really play it, because we've been playing for a while, just the 2 of us, and we didn't have really too much other opponents. So I started out with painting my armies very basic, like just a base coat and a wash, and that's it, and that's okay. They have some colors, they look okay, and then it sort of took off more and I'm putting more and more effort in stuff. But now I want to try more and more often, maybe smaller armies, just focus on like a 1,000-point list and paint that into like a cool color scheme and stuff, and as a hobby focus. And in the meantime, of course, add units to the other armies I already have, but sort of just like the Ewoks, they're just on itself like a little army, and this is going to be a little army onto itself.
We have talked a little bit about this in a previous episode, about with the bases, that we painted our bases and models very easy and plainly, because we didn't know if this game was gonna make it. That's true. And it's definitely so funny, this episode today is actually like a funny point to look back at that, right? To see what came out today, and we're gonna talk about it as well, but it's so cool to see how big this game became, because definitely I still think sometimes about those days as well, like when this game came out, like 7 years already or something.
I think more, way more.
It's 2019 or something.
Maybe 10 years already.
Is it?
It's been out maybe for 9 or 10 years already. But it was a weird time, of course, because we also had COVID somewhere in between, and it sort of messes up your whole timeline, I think. But it's been out longer than you think, probably.
Yeah, it was really weird, for sure, because we had... I remember that almost like the first year we just played against each other.
Yeah, just the 2 core sets.
And I do remember like a tournament as well that we had, like maybe, I don't know, 2-3 months after the release, where we had like 6 players or something. And
super excited. We got 6 people.
The funny thing as well is that the armies then was basically like everybody had the same army, because the options were pretty much, I have 6 units stormtroopers with Darth Vader and 3 speeder bikes, something like that, you know.
And if you're very adventurous, you might play the ATST or the
ATST. So, and that's also funny, because I also remember that the back then as well, the Empire could choose between Veers and Vader. But then the Rebels didn't have Leia yet. She was like on the verge of releasing, so it was like, the command, the Imperial players can choose between two commanders, and then everybody was like super excited, like, just wait until Leia comes out. We can give out dodges. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, man. It's so funny, different times. But yeah, absolutely, man. I think both of us have been spending so much more time and effort on our armies.
Yeah,
You know, it's so funny to still look at those older armies that we used to paint and play with, and now that we have all the newer stuff. And even like the models as well, they have improved so much over the last few years.
Yeah.
And then, you know, increasingly fast rate as well. You know,
Yeah.
they went from like soft plastic to a lot of hard plastics, and now we basically almost don't have any soft plastics anymore as well. So Legion definitely has reached some milestones there. Yeah,
I was quite surprised that certain older models get re-released in hard plastic, but it's the same pose, same sculpt, just in hard plastic, because the sculpts are already fine and really cool. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So that's what I've painted, and
awesome, man.
Quite happy about.
Keep at it. That's all,
Yeah, it's slow but steady. And also, it's changed. I bought something. I've bought a new hobby tool, and I'm very excited about this tool. So I want to show you this tool as well, and you viewers and watchers as well.
It looks like a power bank.
It looks like a power bank or a really big vape, but it's not it. Even if it is like this.
All right. So I'm very curious.
Maybe I'm gonna give it to you. You can see if you can find out
what it is.
What it is.
All right. So you pop this out. How did you do that?
It's like when they do like these 18-year-olds. They give a rotary phone and say, "How does it work?" Or floppy disk. Or how do you activate this? Yeah, just push here this button here.
I do. Okay. Oh, there you go. It's like this is gonna be an escape room.
yeah, exactly.
It does look like a vape now.
Okay,
right. We have an on and off button.
Yeah.
All right, it lights up. It's so funny if people will just listen to this instead of watching.
What they're watching?
It's giving light. Can I twist this or will I break it?
So I put you out of your misery.
I have absolutely no clue to what this is.
It got more inside.
Ah, there you go.
So it is a electric file drill, engraver, saw, all in one. So if you can attach these different drill bits or sanding bits on top of it, and if you turn it on, you can do different speeds. And man, it works super nice. I'm super excited. Yeah, it is the light. I thought it was super cool, but I'm super excited about this tool because
I was just thinking about people listening, hearing that sound like what's happening?
What's going on here? But it's definitely a really cool hobby tool. And next time I'm gonna bring some models which I probably haven't painted yet by then for this army, where I use this tool to make the cloaks of the models all busted up and a little bit weathered and stuff. And it's such a cool thing, and also for drilling holes for your pinning connections. So like these models, they are all pinned to the base because I can't paint them on the base, so I do them on a little piece of paper clip, and then I paint them, and then I apply them to the base. And I also can use this tool to very carefully and very tightly drill holes and everything in the model. It's one of those tools. When I first always saw this, I thought, do you really need it? It's really useful, but I love it.
The timing, honestly, is pretty funny of this, because no joke, yesterday I was building, sorry, I'm gonna get off topic from this here, but I was building some models for Old World. Yeah. And I cut out and saw out my own square bases. I don't want to like buy them in plastics because I think they're a bit expensive. But so I have this, the laser cut wood that I saw on the correct sizes. But as you know, and with Legion, your Legion models as well, I magnetize all my bases. Yeah. But the problem, of course, with these flat wooden things is I can of course stick some like a flat, those paper thin magnets on there, which I don't really like. I usually like to use actual thicker magnets. Yeah. But I was like, oh, the only way I can do that is if I have some sort of thing that can like perfectly, like a circular saw, or I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna sound so funny for people who speak natively English because I don't know the correct words. But I was like, oh, I remember at school I had this tool which could do that. But I also saw some heads from the bit here that you can use for that as well. So this is pretty interesting and funny timing indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, and so, but you have not used it so far for any?
Yeah, only for those cloaks, but I didn't bring them, but I will bring them next time to show you what I did with those tools.
Nice, yeah.
And I also used it a little bit on the Han I showed last time. I made like parts of the cloak with green stuff, and it's always like where the plastic meets the green stuff, there's always this line you never get really super smooth.
Yeah.
And I used one of the sanding pieces on there to sand it all off.
Okay.
And I'm working on some terrain in the shop, and I'm also applying this tool to cut away some stuff.
So where did you end up buying this? Did you buy it online? Was it like a Kickstarter thing?
This is online, so it's already out. This one, and this is sort of a fancy version. There are more simple versions out there.
Okay.
I believe that even AK Interactive sells one as well.
Okay.
A little bit cheaper because it doesn't come in the nice container, and it doesn't have like the drill bits that are magnetized in there. It just has like a flat little case with a couple of bits in there. But I haven't tried that one out, of course, but it does maybe cost half of what this thing costs.
All right. And what does it cost?
This one was sort of more expensive than I want to spend. So I think it was like 80 euros or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
But I think
that's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. All right.
I think the AK one is like 40 euros, something like that. So that's way cheaper. But
cool.
It's
which was it again? Which brand again?
This is called Fantic
with double T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have different ones. So if you want to get one, you have to be careful because they have also like one with just screwdrivers on top.
Right, yeah. You can get different colors.
And you can get different colors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So why did you pick red?
Because
it goes faster.
It goes faster. I thought it looks extra fancy. Like the otherwise it's like black or gray or something. I thought I saw the red one. Well, why not? Let's take a red one. It looks cool. Looks fancy.
All right. Yeah.
Metallic red.
Cool,
So
man.
it was
Interesting.
a fun little thing I want to show. Because cool little tools, and of course new army coming out. You need to build and model all new models.
Yeah.
Who knows? A new tool might be useful.
I'm curious. To see what you already did with it. To see cool.
I will bring that along.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I just got the new Mandalorian boxes in. I haven't opened them yet because I thought I'm gonna wait for now.
Yeah.
So we can open them together.
Aren't you so sweet?
yeah. I can look through it a little bit together.
Yeah. I did bring a knife.
Yeah, I put it here.
There you go.
There we go. So we start with the leader box.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really looking forward to this army.
Yeah.
The only drawback is now I'm in with the Empire army, and this comes along, and I really want to start Mandalorians, but I actually have to finish this. But that's these first world problems we have, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm also quite excited to get my hands on it. I also did order one box. I also got the heroes. I am mainly looking to use them in my existing armies as well. So not planning on playing a full army yet, but the models, they look so good. So I'm very curious about
So I think we don't go through the rules, but it's like the cards, but just for the models for now.
Yeah, exactly.
All the rules, you can find it on so many other podcasts and all the list builders and stuff. All that stuff's already there. But it's always fun to take a look at the miniatures. Which one are you most excited for?
Yeah, I am most excited for Bo-Katan.
Okay, let's start with Bo-Katan then, because I think you had something you were hoping for on this model.
So this is a our first unboxing of this set, so we don't know anything yet. So this is all what this episode is about looking our first impressions on this. And yeah, I told you before we started recording, and many times before that as well, is that I really hope what we're gonna see here is that you can build Bo-Katan in 2 different ways. I hope you can choose to have her without her helmet. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. So I haven't seen anything, because
online. I've only seen so far her modeled with a helmet.
With a helmet, yeah, exactly. So I am a little bit afraid that the option is not there.
I think it was. I had that thing with the when the Bad Batch came out. I was sort of a little bit disappointed that they didn't apply the without and with helmets, because in Shatterpoint the kits they all come with 2 head options. And it's just fun. Different head options.
Yeah, and it's also weird. Feels weird, right? Because the Shatterpoint did have it, like you said, but I might be wrong here. But wasn't Bad Batch an Atomic Mass Games release as well, or was that still like the last?
It was one of the last Fantasy.
Was it the last Fantasy Flight ones? Okay, so that might be.
No, for sure, but yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna give this to you, and I think you're gonna be excited.
I am going to be excited, yeah. All right, this is great. So, short answer here.
Yes!
Yes! You can build her without a helmet. And I think that's cool. I think that's great. Because, honestly, it's very funny because I normally really like the helmet options on characters. But I don't know. It's just, I think, especially with the Mandalorians, I feel like having these characters on the field next to all your other guys of your army without a helmet, it's gonna make them stand out a little bit more. It's great that you have that option here.
Yeah, and you can build her with the Darksaber or without the Darksaber, which is also cool because you might want to build her without. So that's I love when there's like a couple of options. Options in there. And
man, already right from off the bat here, these sprues look great, man.
Yeah, very crisp, very.
Especially like the backpack from what is it, Paz Vizsla?
Yeah, he's such a cool model. Yeah,
this is great. Yeah, I love that they put in this option because I was a little bit afraid because I didn't see anything beforehand online that this was an option. I was a little bit afraid that there were gonna be like just fixed models again. Yeah, and this is what for me a lot of times this is what I have been missing here and there, from kids. Just like these small choices that you can do, like helmet, no helmet, or just different arms on the same body, things like that. But this is great. Yeah, keep this up for sure, AMG. Keep this up. All these small little changes that you can make.
X-Woes also has a headless option if you want to.
Nice.
So that's nice. Yeah. And of course, Paz Vizsla doesn't because he never removes helmet. So that makes sense.
Yeah,
that they don't put a helmetless version in there. And already going to tell you, the armor also comes only with a helmeted option, but same reason. She doesn't remove the helmet in the show, so why would they?
You can use a Stormcast hat.
Yeah, if you want to.
You can, yeah. Oh man, these sprues, they already look so good. I'm excited to unbox my own set and start building these guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, like you said, it sometimes helped, especially X-Woes who, he doesn't have a Darksaber or something to make him stand out.
Yeah, because
it might help if he's the one of the few that doesn't have.
Yeah, because if you just put him like this in a squad, he's just your generic squad leader, right? Pretty much. Yeah. So I think that some of these characters who we have seen in the show without helmets to have that option, I think that's great. I love it. Yeah.
And the armor and Paz Vizsla, they are very unique, very distinct looking Mandalorians. So they're great. But X-Woes is of course a little bit more uniform, and I like the pose because it's like he's in one of the duels. Which he has all the time in the Mandalorian show with other Mandalorians. So I do like that. So helmeted option is always great.
And thank you AMG for starting to design models with jetpacks and stuff without the horrible flight stands.
Clear plastic flight stands. Yeah.
Yeah, because pretty much every like jumping model or like flying/hovering model from like trooper models specifically, they are starting to design them with like smoke plumes or rocks or stuff like that. I think that's just way cooler and better than the transparent ones.
I definitely agree, because that's why I modeled all my models also without the flight stands, but
I can imagine
make smoke plumes,
just,
because it just looks a little bit more.
It's cooler. It works better. It's not as fragile. So
And now this humongous box, man, it's so big. This knife is.
Breaking the knife.
Yep.
Watch yourself.
It's such a huge.
Yeah,
box.
it's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, yeah. I thought it was gonna be the same size as the other starter armies.
So I saw a lot of people opening the box already, and they took out like dice and measuring tools, and the back of the box says you have to buy measuring tools and dice separately.
Yeah.
So that was weird, but they are actually also, and some people were saying, oh, notice the influencer boxes, they just chuck in some extra stuff, because for like content creators and stuff, they put in some extra stuff. This is not a content creator box, because AMG probably doesn't even know we exist. So but it does come with a...
so we're influencers after all.
And a bag of dice, which I think is really, really great, because it does help you to get started a little bit. It's 4 of each, so it's still not a whole lot. But if you buy like a couple of starter boxes, then you have more than enough dice.
But the box does say you still have to buy them separately.
Yeah, so it specifically also says like the measuring kit and the dice kits are on there. I do believe the mission cards and the dashboard and everything are not in here. Let me check the token sheet. So you still should, so they are not in there. So you should still buy the... if you never played Legion and you buy this box, I should still definitely advise you to buy the, how is it called, this box again? The Battle Deck card pack, because that will give you the mission cards and the dashboard.
Well, I honestly, I still don't have a set of these new range tools, so...
they're thicker and sturdier than the old ones, because the old ones, they break all the time. So,
nice. All right.
Fun. That's in there, but not super exciting. Of course, we're here to check out the models.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Let's start with let's start with the outfit din, I think, because that's fun.
Yeah.
The armor we already checked out. So now I've got 2 armors. So maybe you can make a cool conversion. If anybody has cool ideas of what to do with your duplicate armor models, I'm very curious. Maybe I can, when the custom Mandos are coming out, I might build a custom model out of them, because custom models, I love them so much, because you can build so many cool things.
I mean, it's still a cool character model as well, so cool bits.
All right, so
so this is the Din Djarin.
Din Djarin and Grogu. I really love that they made like a little meditating Grogu on there with some floating rocks and everything from the base. I like that they gave Din the Darksaber, because the normal model doesn't have the Darksaber, and I like that they made him two-handed, like he's has a very difficult time wielding that the Darksaber. Yeah, it looks cool. Now, like we said previously, I always on the pictures the model looks a little bit awkward, but I think if you build the model, it just looks cool. It's maybe just photographs a little bit awkwardly.
Definitely.
Because I just think it has different angles on all the sides to show it very properly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any Din model yet, so this is for me, it's just a great add-on. Yeah.
Alright. So these are duplicate sprues. I'm gonna give you one, and I'm gonna take one. You can take a look at it. So this is the it looks like the weapon, or the heavy weapons, and I see the unit leader in there. Yeah, the guns, they are very cool, like the special weapons, but the only thing I have a little bit of a hard time to tell which ones of the sniper is clear. I think the one with the drum barrel, the gun is the grenade launcher, and I think how do you call this? This is a little bit more it doesn't look really Star Warsy. This chunky gun here.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a plasma weapon, almost, or like
Starcraft weapon or something. But I think I heard somebody say it's from a old mobile game or something like that, where it was first featured, or a role-playing game or something like that.
All right.
But either way, I think that's the black dice. One.
I would say that this is probably the grenade one as well. Yeah.
And which is also cool is you can apply most models with or without cloaks, with or without backpacks. It's really cool. And you have the Clan Kreese helmets on there. They have like the Clan Kreese little engravings on the front of their helmets. If you want to build all Clan Kreese. Cool. Man, and there are 2 snipers in each unit for some reason. Are they different?
Yeah, they have a different letter in front of them, so they might be a different pose.
Different pose.
I think so. Yeah, because the arm, as you can see, is a little bit more curved on one than the other.
I think one of them is aiming and one of them isn't. Fine. Yeah. Always cool to make more variants because you're gonna build loads of Mandalorian units, and then it's always nice to have different poses. And I think this is a bazillion times the same sprue.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 chunks.
Let's check them out.
Let's see if these 2 piles are the same or are they different?
They are different.
Different piles.
This one has jetpacks on it.
Oh yeah, this is the smoke trails on the... okay.
So these are all the same.
Yeah, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times the same. Yeah, of course, because there are effectively 3 units in there, so that would mean... so I'm gonna check the same sprue as you have, because then we talk about the same bits and everything.
So this is mostly the new jetpacks, of course, we talked about with the smoke trails. Again, love that they don't use the plastic stands anymore for flying units.
And I believe if you don't like the smoke trails that they're flying, they also have like this smaller bit here with sort of the rocks and stuff. You can also put them on them, so they're just sort of leaping off a little rock instead of using the smoke trails. So I really like that they add these little options and you can choose what to put on there. I also like that all the guns are slightly different, like the Children of the Watch have all scrounged together different type of guns and stuff, which is really cool.
So what I'm also still wondering is, I do see like multiple helmet options, of course. Yeah. And the Clan Kreese one is the one that stands out most, of course, because of engraving. But is there like a helmet for every clan? Like,
No. So this set, you either make sort of your generic warriors, fire support squads, or initiates. You can build out of these, and you can build the Clan Kreese out of this box. Okay. All the other one, like the Clan Ren and the Gar Saxons, they have their own separate boxes, but they are the models we have already had before.
Okay, so those are not new models as well. Okay.
No, they are just the models we already had. And this is the last sprue.
Check it out.
So I'm very excited by those cloaks. I don't know why, but it just looks cool. Like
the desert scarves. And
they just look so cool. Yeah, so it's very exciting. I'm very looking forward to build these.
Yeah, and what's also really cool, at least looking at the sprues, is like you said as well. Like there's like a lot of the same bits, but in different variations, right? Yeah. So you have like rocket packs that don't do anything. You have rocket packs with like the extra rocket on it. You have rocket packs with with the engines being fired up, and also one with the engines fired up with the extra rocket. So you have all these it's all just the same jetpack or backpack and stuff like that, but it's all different variations. And like you said with the guns as well, like all the regular guns are not necessarily all the same.
Yeah. So the idea of the guns is you have the little bit more square looking ones. They're from the animated TV shows. Yeah. And then you have the more, they look a little bit more like repurposed old guns. And they're from the TV shows because of course they reuse like old World War II guns and stuff like that with extra stuff chucked on it.
That's exactly what it looks like as well, like the old, Thompson guns and stuff. And then
with some spray painted black and some bits and bobs put on there. I really like that as well. So you can make them look a little bit more like the animated TV shows or a little bit more like the Mandalorian TV show. So that's great.
Yeah.
All right.
This stuff looks awesome.
Yeah. Sadly, I have to force myself to wait a little bit with building and painting everything because I also have to do like I said, the Empire stuff and everything. But I do look very forward to start modeling these dudes because they're just amazing sculpts, and I really can't wait for the custom Mandalorian set as well, because that's always like one of the most fun things to do, to make your own little cool Mandalorians.
Nice.
So those are the new models. Maybe you can quickly talk a little bit about ideas on painting the different clans. And also at the end, I want to talk about my ideas of a new Mandalorian army I'm planning to do, and see if it's a good idea or a really, really terrible idea.
Right.
And hopefully people watching and listening to this maybe have some feedback on my ideas as well. Maybe can help me out a little bit with some things I'm thinking about and where to find bits and stuff like that. But we will maybe close off with that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I have painted a clan Saxon army way back when, before the Mandalorian Super Commandos came out. I converted all the shore troopers and everything to Mandalorians.
Yeah.
This is one of those models, of course. The official models came out, and I painted a couple of to match with that army. And I also painted Saxons for shatter points slightly differently, a little bit more. So the idea of the Legion army I've painted in the TV show, they sort of have these, almost metal armor sort of scratched up, and then they sort of very crudely painted red paint on it, not completely covering all the armor pieces. So that was the idea I did on the Legion army. And so I painted it all metal, and then very carefully with a small dry brush, I start dapping on the red colors, so the metal still shows on all the edges and stuff, which I think was really fun, but it's a little bit hard to read on the model, because it's because from a distance you can't really see the effect. So when Shadowpoint came out and I had to paint a couple of more, I painted them a little bit more, I would say flat colors.
Exactly. A bit more flat colors, a bit more like matte, something.
And that also worked fine. You're thinking about maybe doing Clan Kreese?
Yes. Yeah. So again, my plan for the Mandalorian army is, at first not necessarily started as an army. But I definitely want to experiment with it in my Republic army. Which is very cool now, of course, because as in the show, the Clone Wars show and stuff, eventually you have the Ahsoka Legion, which I paint for my clones, that they help with like the invasion of Mandalore, and then you have Bo-Katan coming in. So it's a really cool overlap there that I can use for my army thematic-wise. Next to that, I think out of the Mandalorians, I think Bo-Katan is a really cool character. I think in the Mandalorians, one of the coolest characters. So I'm really excited to get some Clan Kreese going for sure. And also also the I don't know, I have not really painted a lot of blue colored armies, right? Except for, of course, I have some blue details in the clones, of course, but so it's gonna be a bit different again, right? Because normally I kind of also have with like armies like you have as well, quickly go to the red colors and stuff like that. But so this is gonna be a different project. So I will probably start out with painting Bo-Katan and one like clan crease unit, so an actual clan crease unit to use in my games. But it's still nice to have this box as just a start for the army. You know, I can also see myself if once I have like maybe a few units painted up, I can, you know, grab the motivation, do some other units, and now I have a fully clan crease army. Because maybe if people don't know yet, I think probably already everybody does, but you can also play just Mandalorians with this box as well, or in the game. So you don't have to just field them with other armies. You can, if you want, play like a pure clan crease or pure clan, you know, Saxon or clan Ran, or you can even you know, do the what is it called, Children of the Watch, right? The more like different varieties ones. So yeah, it's fun, but yeah, I'm definitely going for the clan crease ones. I'm very excited to go that. I'm not gonna do anything like special in terms of team on its own, because I do still want them to match with my current army. So basing wise and stuff like that, they will mostly be the same.
And the blue is you can use the same type of blue that you used on your clones, exactly. Sort of match them all together. I did the same thing when Clan Ren came out. I've painted them for my rebels, and I also painted them in this red armor color, and that's like sort of the detail color in my rebels. So they are that's the only completely red unit in the army. But most of the rebel units, they have like small little red details and stuff. That's still sort of tying it all together. That always works well. So step one is gonna be one or two units plus Bo-Katan for my Republic army, and after that we'll see wherever it goes. If it's gonna be an out of control side project or something like that. All right. What about your plans, though? What's your, because I know you've been screaming for this since the game pretty much came out for Mandalorian army. So that's why I years ago I built an old Mandalorian army, even though they didn't have any rules or anything. So I used my Empire as Mandalorians. So I've been thinking a lot about this because I did a Gar Saxon army, or actually a Shadow Collective type of Super Commando army where I landed on back then. Now, of course, those models are already out, so I think maybe it's too easy to do another Clan Saxon army, and I always like to do something weird or something, or like convert something. So I was been thinking and sort of came up with the idea, and this is probably completely not accurate lore-wise, but it's sort of my own little headcanon. So my idea was like certain members of a family or a clan, they might do some shameful actions, or they get put into exile or something like that, or maybe they want to prove themselves, young Mandalorians, and they go out onto their own into the universe, or maybe a whole clan got wiped out and only the few survivors left, and they sort of find each other and they roam around the galaxy trying to hunt down the most crazy monsters they can find. All right. So that's sort of my idea. So there are different clans, different houses all come together, and they all want to prove their worthiness by hunting down big monsters. And then maybe they've regained their honor or something, and then they return to their clans or something like that. And other ones who lost their entire clans might stay in that roaming group, and they become sort of the leaders of this group. And then so that's sort of the headcanon idea for this faction that I'm thinking of. I don't know how I'm going to call it yet, but and then modeling wise, I was thinking I want to make them with like fur pelts on them, or slain flayed skins of monsters on there, maybe some skulls like that they tied on their shoulder pads and stuff like that. So I've been going to my bit boxes, and I found like the from Games Workshop, you have a skeleton and a skull basing kit, and they have weird looking alien skulls in there as well. So I've been collecting those. I think these are weird aliens that you don't really recognize out anything of the Warhammer world. So that's a good start for maybe to adorn as sort of trophies. I found some Dark Elf Corsair from the old world or old Warhammer, these cloaks with scales on them. So I think I can give some of them like skilled cloaks. Yeah, next thing is I also want some fur cloaks, but I just don't know where to find good bits without breaking the bank and spending like $100 on a Warhammer kit that has like 10 cloaks on them, because you have the white lions from the High Elves, for example. They have these lion cloaks, and they would be cool because they have these tails and these lion heads, and you can sculpt like 2 extra eyes on each side of the head. Now it's a lion with 3 heads and maybe some horns on them, and now it's a weird Star Wars alien that they've slain, and you paint it in purple or fur or something like that. So I'm thinking of finding these type of bits. And I was thinking, would it be cool to have like these, how do you call these the Tusken Raiders, they have these hounds, you know? Maybe have like one of the custom hunters or something, like a hound on a chain, like it's his hunting hound who is sort of searching out the scent of monsters and stuff. But yeah, so I'm thinking, what other cool bits I might be able to find, or maybe they're...
Yeah, you're basically building a whole faction of predators, like from the movie, the Predator.
Yes, you are right. I haven't thought about it like that. That's interesting, because maybe I can get some inspiration for paint jobs. Well, I haven't even thought about that. I reinvented the Predator movies again. Okay, so the Predator in
I don't know if you ever got the board game with all the miniatures. Yeah. Maybe you can find some cool bits from there. I don't know, but that sounds like this is the whole the whole clan of Predators.
That's great about talking about.
But that's awesome.
I've never thought about it. It's actually sort of Predator idea.
I think it's a cool idea, man. Yeah, with the skulls and all. Sounds great. And this is the cool thing with the whole new army as well, right? They have you will be able to build your own clans as well, with like different rules. So, awesome.
And you can just mix and match all kinds of stuff. And I was thinking, okay, you can, even with the custom clan, you can add vehicles to your army. Mm-hmm. So I can maybe build like I think you can do the Empire tank as well, the Gav tank. I think you can play it as well. Yeah. It has like this real nice flatbed on the back. Maybe put cages on there with certain creatures captured in there, because they need to get some coins to buy new gear and everything,
or bait
and stuff to repair their gear, or maybe their ships and stuff like that. So maybe they capture like these young creatures and sell them off to traders and stuff. So they might have like cages with all kinds of
awesome
aliens, monsters in there as well. So that could be a very cool centerpiece thing maybe as well for the army. And basing wise, because most of my armies, they have greenish bases, and I thought, of course you can also field them as mercenaries, so it might be nice to have bases that fit with the other armies. So it probably is going to be like overgrown trees and temple bits and stuff like that. Also Predator like rolling around in the jungle.
I'm just gonna build Clan Crease. No, this is an awesome idea, man. It's definitely something of course, something that you would do, of course, with an army like this. So, I'm really just going to build Clan Crease. I'm not gonna do anything fancy other than trying to paint them as nice as possible, of course, and fit them in with my clones, of course. I think that's also gonna be really cool, even like on the table as well, to have like these cool matching, Mandalorians, and hopefully they will, eventually release like a Battle Force rule-wise for something like that. I think that would be cool. So.
Yeah, they did mention a couple of times that they in the future there might be new units, and they were talking about the survivors, Mandalorian survivors. I think they mentioned in a couple of interviews, like the ones from the last season 3, I think the last season, that they were on this skiff, like the ones that survived on Mandalore. And they look all battered up and and everything as well. So
awesome.
We can probably expect new units, not very soon, but after 1 or 2 years.
The big flyer, of course, has already been announced. So
it's gonna be cool.
There's definitely gonna be more stuff. And I hope we will see more battle forces quicker and sooner. And I mean not necessarily battle force with just boxes like this, but the PDF files for the game wise, because I think they could, they can do so many things to give flavor to certain. Some people would love to see their own legion from their own clone legions as specific rules, and I think even like a one-page rule like that can really change the whole flavor from a certain army.
And also spark your imagination to make something coolly converted and unique.
Because we've seen it with 501st, we've seen it with 212. I do think, honestly, this is a little bit of rule thingy, but we don't have to go too deep into it. But I do think like the 501st feels a little bit, it is one of the first battle forces that they released, and it also feels like that, as in it feels a bit older, because I do feel like, something that they did with 212 feels way more thematic than the 501st did, kind of. But that aside, I would love to see more stuff like that, I think the Mandalorians are a good start of that mechanic on a broader scale, because you can play Clan Kreese, which plays different, has different rules. You can play Ran, different rules. You basically have so many different... it's basically one army, but it's not really one army, right? And I would love to see that with some of the other factions as well. A bit more. We already have some, of course, but I just would love to see more of it.
Yeah, and I like the customizability of this. This faction is something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably no surprise after we've been talking about all the time. That's really my jam, is to make weird customizable stuff, and I really enjoy that. So I think that's really cool. I mean,
one good example of that as well is you have in the I think you can give pretty much every Mandalorian unit like a title upgrade, which changes how they work, right? So you can basically have these are Mandalorians, but I give them this upgrade card. Now they're Clan Kreese Mandalorians, right?
Mandalorian
and they will do something different than when you give them the title from Clan Ren or something. I think if I would have something like this in my clone army, right? So I can give my clone infantry like a card. Oh, this is now a 501st infantry squad, and it does something else than this. I know, like balancing wise, maybe this is it, but for just like the fun of it and like the flavor, I would love this.
It's a very very cool and smart idea. It doesn't take too much time to come up with some really cool ideas for that.
And I mean, just like, because in this box as well, they're kind of small things, but if you add them together, it becomes a bigger thing. So it doesn't have to be something huge or something crazy. But I think that would also, help some faction. Even with rebels, right? Maybe you have like, oh, these are... I'm just gonna say random stuff here, but maybe you have like a title. Oh, this is a rebel trooper unit, but it's Leia's rebel trooper unit from a certain, or now it's Saul Guerrera's, right? Yeah, because it's cool that they release these units, which some of these units, are obviously kind of steered towards a certain. Because the new rebel unit that comes out with the red saves, the guerrilla troopers, everybody's pretty, since everybody's seeing that, they're like, oh yeah, these are gonna be the guys for Saul Guerrera. Saul Guerrera's gonna come out and he's gonna do stuff with these guys, but I think maybe even the thing that they did with this box, I think that might be even a cooler way to do that, right? Because I don't necessarily want a cool unit because, a unit like those guerrilla troopers, they're really cool. But maybe somebody doesn't just want them to play with, Saul Guerrero or something. And right now there's any ties that will happen. But I think that's a really cool mechanic to, have these standard rebel troopers, and you can give them something else by just having this like free upgrade card that says, oh, these are rebel troopers from Saul Guerrero. Now they're all, I don't know, relentless. That would be too crazy, but but I love that mechanic. So a lot of things that point being made for this box, a lot of things they're trying or doing with this box, I would love to see that spill over in the rest of Legion. So from gaming's perspective, from the customization in hobbying perspective, I think this is an awesome product that they've released. So I hope this is again another new milestone or like a new standard that we will see for Legion.
Sort of this is the way.
This is
go forward.
Man, the puns. Yeah, no, I'm again, even though I'm not gonna play necessarily an army right away, I'm still super excited for this release. Even if I wouldn't have gotten this box, I've heard some other people say this as well. Even people who are not getting the box are excited for just it being in the game, right?
Of course.
Which is
how cool it's going to be to play against like a horde of Mandalorians.
And the fact that even people who are not getting it are saying that's awesome to hear. That people are excited for the community and stuff like that as well. So, I am super excited about this.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, me too. So, don't expect the army to show up too soon because I have to focus on my Empire stuff first. But then I'm gonna start. So I have some extra time to let this idea sort of grow, and hopefully, if people watching, listening to this, please let us know some cool ideas, or maybe you say, there you can get some cool bits, or if you want like cool fur cloaks or something like that, take a look here or take a look there. It's really welcome, because I'm looking forward to get my hands on cool bits and start collecting those already, and then when I'm ready to start, then I can go straight away with adding 1,000 bits on my Mandalorians.
Yeah. So maybe to also have a fun wrap up thing, is there any wish list that you have for the next big thing for Legion? Like, we have Mandalorians now.
Yes, Tusken Raiders. A Tusken Raider army. Yeah. But please don't release it too fast, because I first have to finish a Mandalorian army before you release Tusken Raider army, because I think it could be so cool, and especially if they do like multiple units in one sprue. I can imagine like for Tusken Raiders you can do like bits with all the like the hunting rifles or the gaffy sticks. Then you can already do like multiple units, or maybe you have different head options that you can have like veteran Tusken Raiders and stuff like that. So you can do so much stuff with one box. If you can make like 2 or 3 different units out of it, it also of course the investment for Asmodee or AMG isn't that big to introduce new factions. So Tusken Raiders is a big one for me.
Nice.
Did I steal your thunder? Or
you kind of steal my thunder. No, I would absolutely also say Tusken Raiders. Second one, maybe that comes into mind. There's actually maybe 2, but I think something like is it the correct word? The Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Man, that would be so cool.
I think that would be really cool, of course. The other one, which is more, I think it's never gonna happen. People will maybe even laugh about it, but I think I told you this as well. But I watched the Maul series a while ago, so great. I kind of got goosebumps from like just having a police force, battle force. Like I just want to have cool characters like
Army
this.
of Two Boots.
Exactly, Army of Two Boots. But no, I don't know. It kind of made me think about in 40k, right? In Necromunda, or you have the Enforcers as well, the cool guys with the shields. They kind of reminded me, the guys from the Maul series kind of remind me of that as well. And I was like, oh man, make this happen in Legion. I just want to have my police wagons chase your tanks. No, that's just. I'm pretty sure that's never gonna happen, probably. But I think that was also a pretty cool concept, and also maybe a little bit cool because it's kind of outside of the box.
Yeah, definitely.
And to be honest, I do believe that after the Mandalorians, the biggest like factions we have probably explored. So I think new things. I probably think they will have to be a little bit more outside of the box things,
definitely,
right?
Definitely.
A little bit more, I guess, a bit more sub-faction types, because I know pretty much Shadow Collective and this stuff, they have also been labeled as like sub-factions, although I kind of, disagree.
Still feel like
we will have to see. They will probably have to play more with the Battle Forces stuff. Like, all right, this is the Saw Gerrera Legion. This is the, Clone Legion X or this or that. Yeah, that would be cool as well. And maybe a one more realistic one other than the police force ones is honestly just extend on the mercenary faction as a whole, right? So I mean, the Shadow Collective stuff was cool, but I kind of just want to see, being able to play all these different underworld gangs together.
The Cartel.
So I would love that as well. Like play play bounty hunters, right, as your commanders or something. Yeah, just I guess extend it on the Shadow Collective stuff. Yeah, I would even love to see, you know, I don't know, just different speeder units with maybe pikes on them, or just crazy stuff like that. Yeah, just I would love that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Was there anything else that you still wanted to talk about?
No, that's. I think we've been rambling on for
quite
a while
too.
now.
I think so too. Yeah. All right. Well, once again, everybody, thanks for watching. Yes. Of course. Let us know in the comments if you you know, want to see any future content or any ideas, or and also let us know if you're going to build Mandalorians, what your project's going to be, what your ideas, of course. Please like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.